It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Reports podcast.
What are you just doing?
Oh yeah,
I was
who were
cursing
you
somebody.
yelling at?
It's corny shit. The same old. Listen, man. It's the same old corny shit all the time. It happens to me all the time. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? You show love to somebody, and then they end up violating. Right. So it's a homie from South Carolina tweeted something to me this morning about somebody else being on Breakfast Club and saying how I've never invited him. So I do what I think you should do with your homies, because I already know how that Twitter back and forth can go.
Yeah.
I hit him, and I just asked him, not in disrespect. I just asked him how, what other than me being from South Carolina, other than us having that connection, why should you be on the Breakfast Club?
What did he say?
A whole bunch of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because all I was trying to explain to him was, your resume has to be at a certain level. You got to have a certain amount of buzz. You got to have a certain amount of push going behind you. Because guess what? If you don't have that, it doesn't do anything for us. And it damn sure ain't going to do nothing for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally like being the tree that fell in the forest and nobody saw. Yeah, we could do an interview with you, put it on YouTube. Who the fuck is going to watch?
So you had to tell him that he ain't popping.
He's not popping like he thinks he is.
Can we say who it is?
No, I'm not gonna say his name, man, because I'm not gonna put him out there like that. And that was my whole thing to him just now. What I was explaining to him was, that's how you lose access to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've hit my phone like, yo, I'm in New York. I want to pull up. Sure. Taylor, how many people reach out and say they want to just come up here?
Yeah.
Who do I just randomly let come up? You know what I'm saying?
I still got no clue who this kid is. We were talking to him for 15 minutes straight on the microphone. I don't know who the fuck he is.
It's my camera guy.
That's Angelo.
Yeah, that's Angelo. Angelo's a
I know his name's Angelo, but that's it. That's all I know.
Nah, Angelo's my guy.
I know he comes late every single time.
Nah, we get Petty's Manny's together. He's my man.
You guys get Petty Manny's?
Me, him, and Angelo ride to get a Petty Manny.
Aww.
You should have heard the fucking fingernail shit clipping his shit. He hadn't had his shit clipped in years. Oh,
really? Wow.
But long story short, if stuff like that really pisses me off, and the reason it pisses me off because I have never done nothing but have open arms for you. So it's just like, yo, don't do no clout chasing bullshit. I hate when people do shit like that. You take the text somebody sent you and post it on social media. I can't believe Charlamagne sent me this today. That shit is corny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's corny. Like, you a grown ass man. Like, that shit is whack to me, especially when we're texting and I say, yo, I'm gonna call you when I get off the air, which I had every intention of doing. And you know what? I was gonna call him. And if I'm out the loop a little bit, I might be out the loop a little bit, but I want to see where you're at. Because I don't see it. You know what I mean? I see you moving, but I don't see you there yet. So let me listen. Let me do more talking. Let me do less talking and more listening.
Right.
So I was going to listen to him, hear what he had to say. And if there was a way I can, y'all know how I get down. If there's a way I can help elevate what he's doing, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not fucking with you no more probably, to be honest with you.
Can I guess who it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Petey Pablo.
Shut up, man.
That was a good guess, you gotta admit. That was a good guess. That was a good guess.
First of all,
right?
Petey has an open invitation to the Breakfast Club, okay?
Has
Really?
He been?
Bro, Petey is a whole legend to me.
Has he been there?
Nah. Pete, not only is Petey a whole legend,
Right.
Petey has had platinum records, and Petey got a hell of a story. I don't think people know Petey Pablo's story. People think that North Carolina, come on and raise up. They hear that song,
Right.
not knowing Petey was a whole motherfucking goon,
Right.
who did like a decade in prison prior to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would definitely have that conversation with Petey. But the moral of the story is, don't ruin your access to people chasing small moments of social media attention, small moments of social media fame. And you on the phone, me telling me, and everybody on my side because of the text. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I didn't have no buzz, you wouldn't have saw that. I follow you. Well, you said you don't be on Twitter. I'm still at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Same way I saw this shit this morning, I'm gonna see this shit again. I'm at work. We're doing the podcast. I'm looking at Instagram. I'm looking at shit to see if we're missing anything.
Right.
So it's just like, now I may not fuck with you ever again. Straight up.
Whoa, big one.
That's just it's just bullshit. Like, that's just, it's just corny to me. And for him to think that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And everybody always has to be aware of their place in the game. I'm fully aware of my place in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know what my position is.
Right.
I'm not going to look at, Trevor Noah and say in media, I don't know. I'd say I'm on that level. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? You're way past Trevor Noah.
I don't fucking know. See, never mind. I'm not even gonna get into that. All I'm saying is I know my.
What are you
all right,
talking
okay.
about?
Well, a mogul like Diddy.
Diddy
Jay.
is different.
Yeah, I'm not. I know I'm not that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like everybody has to be aware of their position in the game, and that makes you work harder, and it makes it that much more rewarding.
Right.
Andrew, how many motherfuckers is noticing your comedy now?
A lot.
A lot. Why?
Because the Jews have let me in.
Man, shut up, man. Stop saying that. Because you took your destiny in your own hands.
Yes, absolutely.
And you continued to build your buzz.
Yes.
To where at this point it's undeniable.
Right.
And if a motherfucker is acting like they don't see it and not acknowledging it, they're just really fronting on you.
Right. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I was telling homie. Like, and he was like, yo, somebody gave you a shot when you didn't have a resume. That's not true. I worked at 4 radio stations in South Carolina. I was utilizing the internet. I had interviews that were going viral that...
You did get shots, but they were like lower on the totem pole. And I think what you're trying to say is, hey, this is the top of the totem pole.
It still came.
Well, no. Wendy gave me a shot because he was aware of what I was doing.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, you getting on the radio in South Carolina was a shot. Like all these things are shots. But right now with Breakfast Club, that's the top of the totem pole. And you're basically saying to this guy like, hey, there's a lot of other radio stations that you could do to get some buzz before you come up here.
You know what I just told homie?
What's that?
Like, I'm the biggest artist in South Carolina right now. I said, how many radio stations in South Carolina invited you for an interview?
And what he said?
None.
So you need to do South Carolina first.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's simple. Like you just want to skip steps because and that's the problem. When you know somebody and they know you from the same place and you give them access, and you talk to them and you know when they in town, you invite them up, they think that they can take advantage of that, and now they feel like, oh, I should be on just because
they get entitled.
I know Charlamagne.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I remember when the baby, they wanted the baby to come on.
Right.
I said to the label, I said, man, I don't want, because this is how serious I take the Carolinas. I don't want the baby on if all he got to talk about is his antics. You know what I'm saying? The shootings, killing somebody in Walmart, the shootings, all of that stuff like that. Even though he did talk about all of that. Yeah. I said, is he ready for this look that he's going to get from being on the show? Right? So, my man Chuck T hit me. Chuck was like, nah, Charlie, he ready. And he gave me numbers to back that up.
He's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And music. And I'm like, yo, he is dope. You know? So that made it a much better, broader interview. So I'm like, all right, boom. And that shit did like 1 million+ views.
Right.
So that was a great look for the baby.
Right.
And a great look for the Breakfast Club.
Right.
So in the case of this guy that's hitting me, what do you have to back it up? Other than your ego telling you, you know you ready. And I ain't saying you're not ready. I'm just saying you don't have anything to back that up. Like, where's the buzz?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad. I'm happy for you that some publications in South Carolina are writing about you. Man, I'm not. He told me he about to sell a painting for $1 million. Right? If you about to sell a painting for $1 million, then you about to be the biggest artist in the fucking country. That's Warhol level.
Wait a minute, he's an artist. Like, not a music artist?
Nah, he's a painter.
Oh, I thought he was an artist this whole time.
I don't give a fuck what any fucking painter got to say on a radio interview. Just paint that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm about to go crazy. I just spent the last 15 minutes going, yo, this guy's songs better slap. You're telling me he uses oil paint? This guy uses canvases?
He's a good guy, man.
I don't kill mics, I kill canvases.